approach is slow this way. That was just a beat, no step. Go forward.
Good boy, Taco. Hi, how are you today, Taco? Hi, how are you today? Hi, Taco. Hi, good boy, Taco. Hi, good boy, Taco. Good boy, Taco. Good boy. Good boy, Taco. Good boy, Taco. Good boy. Who's a good boy?
Yeah. Right. Right. We're only gonna recall if he resists. Good. He goes at his own pace. Good. But look, he's learning how to look at other people around him. If they're not freaking out, maybe I shouldn't freak out. And then how to check it out. And this is a process, and he needs to learn how to do this process. He needs to become very good at it and feel comfortable with it. So anytime he spooks, he knows he can stop and analyze. Look, see, good. But you have to do this with every time he spooks at something. You got to stop and show him that it's not something to be afraid of. Otherwise, he goes a whole year spooking at everything, believing that he has to be afraid of everything, because the fear in their eyes is what saved them. The running away is what saved them from the big bad noise. Okay, good job. Look at the curiosity. There's so much potential here because there's so much sniffing. There's so much, like I said, curiosity. So we want to promote that with him, so he can check out the world with a curious mind rather than a fearful mind. Okay. Look, it's in there, right? He's probably a little insecure of a guy anyway, obviously, but he probably started some fear stages and wasn't worked through them properly, and now he's holding some superstitions. And as soon as he hears a noise that sounds loud and foreign, he's gone. Right? Just boom, heads for he doesn't know where he's going. He's just, like Julia said, he's going to hunker down. He's going to find himself a nice little safe spot and in a corner somewhere where no one can find him. We're capitalizing on it. So anytime he hears a scary noise, I'm like, recall. And he comes to me and I'm the safe spot. And then if he's like, I don't know you, I feel uncomfortable around you, I'm like, Reagan's, come here. And it makes him feel better. So every time he spooks, we do a recall. And what you're gonna see, what I'm gonna see in the next few days is I'm the safe spot, right? I'm the guy that can then direct him. And if he is nervous, he can look at me. And that's what I'm setting up for him to find out for himself. Okay? Very good. All right, let's try one more noise. Let's try the, Did you see what happened? Quick startle and curiosity. It came right to the forefront. We want to make sure we tell him good when he's curious. Okay? All right, good job. It's just all these little things added up. Okay, the scary thing turned off when he arrived in here, and this guy is just impressing me with his timing of doing what I want him to be doing without telling him. Riggins, that is, because he just came over and sat down, and that helps a guy like this. He's feeling very comfortable around Riggins. And look, I'm sneaking in pets. I don't know how he feels about it, but I'll find out. He's stressed from that noise. From a noise. Okay, this happens with insecure guys. Especially when they're young, going through their little fear stages, you know? Okay, look. Alright, let's do it again. Let's get out of the garage a little bit here. Change the location. I like to move a lot early on. Okay? Because as soon as we go into a new place, the dog starts to forget about what just happened, and they start to think about where they are now, and then so it allows me to get the dog in a kind of a fresh space every few minutes, you know. I love that for recall. Look, he's following us. If he wants to be independent, I let him go out, and then I'll recall him. If he doesn't listen, there'll be a correction, giving him even more reason to hang out with us so we can bond. Create that pack member, that follower mentality. Come. Good boy. Good boy. Come here, bud. Good boy. That a boy. Riggy Rig. Good boy. Rig Rig. Good boy. It's just, I have an approach with this type of dog where I want them to feel like it's their choice. If I can get that, then it's going to come along really quick. Get this little moment right, this first session, this first day, it really sets us up for a better trajectory. Him trusting me and having some trust and some respect before I put him away makes all the difference. Break. Good job, but look how much freedom I give him though for choices, but then he realizes on his own what the most beneficial one is, which is what I'm asking. Good boy, bud. Come on. It's like he goes to be a rebel, and then we do a rep, and we get a follower. And then we let him go be a rebel again, and we get a rep, and we get a follower. So that these commands and the sensation of the stim and the noise of the beep means follow and pay attention and be on your best behavior. Good boy. Good boy. Hi, bud. Look at this handsome guy. Hi. 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 That's a good boy, too. I'm not trying to make this a long video, but isn't that interesting to read them and to see the moment where he thinks about leaving, taking away, taking off, running away. And he runs away from home, at home, but he's afraid of the outside world. So he's having commitment issues to commit to, like, this is my pack, this is my leader, I'm just going to listen. You know, fearful or not, dogs always come in like this, where he's obviously a more nervous guy, but his agenda is still like independent, and we need to change that. And this is the type of exercise I love to start with. It's low pressure, it's not that difficult to do for the dog. We're not expecting a whole lot from them, but it's super, super effective, okay? And it really makes them feel comfortable with me through this exercise. So then after this, when I go to see him tomorrow, he's gonna feel much more familiar with me, because he's had a handful of experiences where, you know, when he went through some adversity, at the end, I was the shining light and I was a bit of positivity. Just when he gets close to me, I'm praising him, I'm petting him, I'm bringing Riggins over. I'm doing the best I can, right? To look like a pretty good place to go. Okay, so we're gonna keep going, all right? I wanna shift a little bit more of a commitment to us before I put him inside. Good boy. I know that's the one. Hi, what happened? Yeah, and this is that moment where he starts to bond with me. Look, sniffing me. Look, he's starting to get my scent. He said, maybe I should get this guy's scent. He's important. I'm telling you, it's a real thing. I'm telling you, I see it all the time. And look, that's commitment to me. What he just did there. He came to me. You've seen the commitment, and then he sniffed me to get my scent to remember me. And then he started to lay down. You know, he's. So I'm going to capitalize on this. I'm going to try to be quiet right now. Capitalize on this moment and continue to deepen our bond here. Good job. Do you see the difference already in the way he's accepting me already? And I've known him for 10 minutes, you know. We've been through shit, man. Good dog. And because he committed with me, I'm just going to sit down. There's a ritual to this. I let him do this. I would not let a dominant dog do that. Look, you see this, Julie, every time we get a new dog coming in here. How amazing is this little ritual, this little process? You know, it's the real deal. Your help. I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm the safe spot. And boy, this is probably half of the job right here. Getting him to feel this way about me. If we can get him a little more confident and a little bit more of a follower, he's gonna be a really good companion. He knows his job and he loves this part of his job because he gets to show his stuff off to the other dogs. I'm becoming a valuable resource right now. So I'm letting Riggins show that he really wants me as a resource. Okay, it's going good. That's my boy. That's what I was looking for. It's been a little while since I've worked with a dog like this. They've all been dominant. My body language is much different right now. Look at this. He gets steps in closer, takes his seat. Okay. We're doing it. This is the job. What a handsome boy. This is what I wanted. This is all I needed for today. Just that level of trust is going to help me tremendously with just like potty breaks and feeding and all that stuff. And then of course the training. Just because that's how it goes. But right now he's super committed, so we can go ahead and let him relax. Tomorrow, as we work a little bit, we might see some of that mentality of going back to wanting to run away. But as the days go on, I think we'll see that go away. I really, really do. Okay, bud. Let's go, guys. Rick. Beauty of the long line. Good boy, bud. Good boy, Taco. So remember this moment because you're watching the pack walk away and look how far away he is, but keep watching as the days go on. See how he evolves. That's good. That's already better than it was. Good job, bud. I think it's important to a degree, especially in the beginning, to let a dog like this kind of take their natural time. He's going to take a little more time to do a recall and stuff in the beginning. But once he gets more comfortable, that should fade naturally. And then I'll also start holding him accountable to be quicker as we go on in the program. But right now, I'm kind of letting things happen pretty organically. You'll see it tighten up within a week or two.
He jumped at this ladder when he got dropped off.
Did he?
Yeah, he looked at it.
And look at him coming up and sniffing it. This is good boy stuff, right? This is what we want him to be doing. This is how he learns about the world.
What's this?
That's a good boy, right? Yeah, see, he's gonna develop a skill to check out new things. So that's better than teaching him about the ladder. We'll teach him how to learn about any new thing, right?
You can do it with Bane,
What's
you
your
can do it with
process?
anyone.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I'm not actually going to get down on all fours and show him how to do it. I'll use other dogs to help him get the courage to go up to it, and then I'll just mark the behavior that he does naturally that I like, and we won't let him run away and stuff. And what you'll see is he'll learn on his own. We always say that we try to get the dogs to learn on their own. We just nudge them in the right direction so that they figure out the puzzle, right? Good boy.